Realities are everywhere, but the truth is at MMU. Technology is everywhere, but efficiency is at MMU. There is you in MMU. Together, we lead the digital future. From AI engineering to animation, expertise in law, business, and ICT. It's all at Multimedia University. You and MMU, one destiny. Visit mmu.edu.my.
There is you in MMU.
Good afternoon, distinguished panelists, faculty members, students, and our audience. So welcome to today's Beyond Brochure series, Gain Advantage in CATS, which stands for Certification, AI, and Digital Skills. I'm Dr. Wong Nai Kwon, the Deputy Director for Center for Learning Excellence and Academic Intelligence. I will be the moderator for the panel session today. So, as we witness the profound shift in the global workforce, the traditional university mandate is evolving. At the university, we are no longer just preparing our students for a job. We are also equipping them with the resilience to navigate through the rapidly evolving digital landscape. So, in MMU, we believe this requires three prone approaches. First, the incorporation of the validated proof of industrial certification. Second, the technical depth of the AI literacy. And finally, the broader integrated digital skills that underpin the innovation across every faculties. So today we are very honored to have three distinguished experts with us today, and they will share with us, how the respective faculties actually break down the silos to ensure that our graduates not only, is ready for the future, but our graduates are the ones defining the future. So, representing computer science, we have Dr. Ian Chai from the Faculty of Computing and Informatics.
Hi there. I'm probably one of the oldest lecturers here. I started teaching here in 1999, but I love teaching and I enjoy the job.
Okay, so thank you, Dr. Ian. So, Dr. Ian is going to discuss with us, how we are training the architects of this technology, moving beyond just coding, but to embedding the advanced AI paradigms directly into our curriculum. And representing engineering, we have Dr. Lim Sin Nhan from the Faculty of AI and Engineering.
Hi, I'm Sin Liang from the Faculty of AI and Engineering. So I have been serving the faculties for more than 20 years. Okay. And today I'm also representing our sister faculty in Malacca campus, Faculty of Engineering and Technology. Thank you.
Okay, so Dr. Lim will share with us how digital twins, smart automations, and AI are transforming the way that we train the builders and implementers, in the physical and digital world. And finally, representing the management, we have Dr. Hasni binti Muhammad Hanafi Omar.
Okay, Assalamualaikum and good afternoon everyone. I'm Dr. Hasni, representing the Faculty of Management and the Deputy Dean for Academic and Innovative Learning. Dr. Ian started teaching in 1999. I graduated in 1999. Okay.
So, Dr. Hasni will highlight to us, how we are preparing the strategists, the future leaders, who will understand not just the return of investment, but also the ethics and human aspects of adopting the technologies in a business. So, without further ado, let's begin with the session of today. And we dive into the three components: certification, AI, and digital skills. So let's start with certification. So I'm going to ask the three panelists one questions. So we know that universities are no longer just the sole provider of knowledge. So how is our university integrating the industry recognized certifications into our academic programs so that we are actually producing graduates who just does not have a degree itself, but also have the validated proof of industrial certification. So shall we start with you, Dr. Ian?
Okay. Well, here in Cyberjaya, we've got a Bachelor of Computer Science track called Software Engineering. It's one of the many tracks and majors available at the Faculty of Computing and Informatics here in Cyberjaya. One of those subjects that you take for software engineering is called Software Verification and Validation. Now, when you take this subject, not only do you get the grade for the subject, but it also prepares you for the CTFL exam. CTFL stands for Certified Tester Foundation Level. So this is a professional exam. You can actually, after taking this subject, sign up and take the professional exam, and then you'll have the certification. Similarly, in Malacca, there's a Bachelor of Information Technology track called Data Communications and Networking. And in this track, there is a subject called Cloud Computing. Once you've taken the subject Cloud Computing, you're prepared to take the AWS Cloud Computing Foundational exam. And then, when you pass that exam, you would get the certification, this professional certification. So these are just two examples. There are many other tracks, there are many other majors in both faculties, and every single one of them will incorporate at least two of these types of certifications.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Ian. So now let's hear from Dr. Lim how the industrial certification is actually incorporated into FIIE programs.
Sure, thanks, Dr. Lai Kwan. So the approach taken by the engineering faculties is to embed the certification, industry recognized certification directly into the curriculum rather than treating them as optional extras. So through collaborations with industry partners such as ZTE, Microsoft, AWS, Huawei, and other industry partners, our students have the chance to earn professional certifications while completing their bachelor degree. So this means that our graduates not only leave the university with academic knowledge, but we also have prepared them with globally recognized credentials that validate their practical skills and to enhance their employability. So as you can see, I'm quoting some examples here, but like mentioned by Dr. Ian, every programs have one or two certifications embedded into the program structures. So what you are seeing here is one example from the Bachelor of Engineering Electronics majoring in Telecommunications, where we have one elective subjects, which is the BYOC subjects, okay, from ZTE. The previous slide shows, we have embedded the Microsoft Azure AI fundamentals and engineers associate in the third year and fourth year of the computer engineering programs. So in the next two slides, you can see in FET, we have certification infused elective for the new program, Bachelor of Digital Technology, and here you can see the list of 5 certifications courses. And for your information, all these certification courses are delivered by certified trainers who are the staff members ourselves. So the content and examination are provided by the relevant certification body. Okay? And the faculties will facilitate with the certification body to arrange the exam. And about the fees, okay, it is borne, even though it's borne by the students, the faculty will try to negotiate the exam fees at a discounted price. So this is a bonus for the students.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Lim. So finally, we'd like to invite Dr. Hasni to share with us how certification is incorporated into the programs in the Faculty of Management and probably our Faculty of Business. All right.
Okay, at FOM, we have stopped, treating the degree and the professional qualification as two separate journeys or two separate pathways. So we embedded actually these credentials into our program. So it means I would like to highlight 2 of our programs. So the first one is our Bachelor in Finance. We received CFA, University Alliance affiliated program end of last year, 2025. So this means Our syllabus in the Bachelor in Finance, we have mapped to the Chartered Financial Analyst pathways. So I've also shared the slides here. So you can see it's a 3 years program, bachelor degree. So by mapping the syllabus to CFA body of knowledge, it means students have the opportunity to take the CFA Level 1 exam at the end of their year 2. And they can also take CFA Level 2 exam at the end of their year 3. To become a chartered financial analyst, students will have to take 3 exams in total. So Level 1 and Level 2 they can take within while they're studying their Bachelor in Finance. So that means after they have graduated, they work for 4,000 hours, and then they can also sit for the last Level 3 for CFA. So that's for our Bachelor in Finance. The next program is our Bachelor in Marketing. We have also mapped, the program to train our students to become chartered marketer. So we also prepared our students to become chartered marketer. So looking at the slides that I have shared with everyone, when our students prepared for our Bachelor in Marketing, at the same time, within the 3 years, they can take and sit 3 modules. It's an online test, and they can complete CIM Level 6 Diploma in Professional and Digital Marketing. So that means after they have completed their Bachelor in Marketing, they can also get this diploma from CIM, and they apply to become Associate Graded Membership from CIM. And after they have graduated, they work for 2 years in marketing field, of course, then they can apply to become a chartered marketer. So the bottom line is we have prepared our students who join these 2 programs to become professional qualifications as well, apart from the bachelor degree that they gain. So when they step into the interview sessions with the potential employers, they come not just with their bachelor degrees, also with the professional credentials.
So the students actually graduate not just with a degree, but also with a professional certificate.
Correct.
I think that will be
Pathways.
very beneficial for the student. And I think from the sharing of the 3 panels, we can see, that a majority of the programs in MMU, actually come with some kind of professional or industrial certification, and that will actually enable our graduates not to, just be graduate with the degree, but they have a validated proof of industrial certification, which will make them very competent in the global workforce. So next we move on to the second component, that is AI. So we know that AI is actually evolving in a tremendous speed, and has a unicity in the technology forefront. We have to move fast, and to ensure that our students are actually equipped with these fast changing technologies. So in the next session, I'd like to invite the 3 panelists to share with us how AI can actually be leveraged across the different faculties to prepare our students. So let's start with Dr. Ian. So how are our students leveraging artificial intelligence tools to meaningfully augment their learning process and also to enhance their academic outputs? Over to you, Dr. Ian.
Thank you. Well, in computer science, we've been using more and more intelligent tools all the time. It first started out with having assemblers, changing those letters into ones and zeros that the computer can read. Then we went on to compilers, we went on to intelligent IDEs and so on, and now we are going on to AI as a tool as well. And the AI, in computer science, we use AI as a tool, as an assistant, as a tutor. You can get it to explain to you concepts that you're not very clear on. For example, when you listen, we have lectures and we have tutorials, right? And in your lectures, you can ask questions of the lecturer. In the tutorials, you can get help on the homework that you're working on, the labs that you're working on. But sometimes you're trying to work on something and the lecturer isn't there. And yes, we do have forums. All of our classes have forums that you can ask lecture questions. But you can also use an AI as an additional tutor, as an assistant, to help it explain to you certain things that you're not so clear on. That's one way. Another way is when you're writing your code and you find a bug and you're puzzling, what's with this bug? Why am I getting this error message? You could use the AI as a tool to help you figure out what the bug is and correct it. That's just in class, normal class, tutorials and labs. But we also, at the end of your journey at MMU, you also have this final year project. And there are many different topics that we have in final year projects, very interesting things that have been produced. So for example, in a previous year, one of my final year students did a newsreader. And you go, newsreader? What do you mean newsreader? I read the news all the time, right? But yes, you read the news all the time. You can read it on your phone, your tablet, whatever. But what if you're driving? What if you're cooking? What if you're doing housework? Then you can't keep looking at that, especially don't do it while you're driving, right? But it would be nice to have the phone read to you whatever it is, the news that you're interested in. So this student wrote an app to do that. You would tell the app, okay, I want this newspaper, I want this news website, and so on. Go through and read all the news articles for the day for me. And so I can do that while I'm driving. I can listen to the news rather than reading the news, keeping my eyes on the road and not on the phone. That was great. It worked well. But there's another issue that came up after that, which is that, yeah, I've got 5 or 6 newspapers and news websites because, well, I want to know different perspectives on the news. Controversial issues, you want to see, oh, how does this news source portray it? This other news source might portray it with a different slant. That's great. The app could do that. But when you have 5 or 6 news sources, it takes 5 or 6 times the amount of time for it to read it to you, right? And gosh, I've already arrived at where I'm going and it's not done. So this year's student expanded that app by harnessing AI to make summaries of the news so that you could read them, well, the app would read it to you faster because, you know, it's summaries, it's shorter. You take the gist of the articles rather than read every single word in the article. So that is an example of using the AI in your final year project. And there are many other final year projects out there with many different topics, and people use different things for their AIs or not AIs, as it may be.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Ian. So it's really interesting to see how, students actually are taught to not just to use AI to help them learn better, but they're also able to, adopt and embed the AI technologies into the capstone project to make the software and application that they develop smarter and more useful for the users. Okay, so next my question would be for Dr. Lim from the engineering faculty. So we know that engineering is increasingly digital first. So how is the faculty balancing the traditional fundamental training, all right, with the new requirements of digital twins, smart automators, automations, as well as AI-enabled design in your curriculum?
Okay, thanks, Dr. Laikwan. So in engineering, strong fundamentals still remain the foundation of engineering educations. So students must first master basic engineering subjects like programming, mathematics, physics, and engineering principles before they can apply to emerging technologies like AI, robotics, automation, Industry 4.0, IoT, etc. So by integrating real-world projects and industry tools into the curriculums, students not only knows how these technologies work, they also know when and how to apply them responsibly to solve engineering problems. So this is also in line with the theme of Malaysia Budget 2026, which is to accelerate Malaysia's digital transformation for all. And we know that in order to nurture digital talents, we require modern digital facilities. So we realize this. So in FEIE in Cyberjaya, we have built a new AI design lab which is equipped with GPUs. And in FET Malacca, there is a ZTE MMU training center which houses advanced training facilities for 5G networks.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Lim, all right, for sharing with us the insights into how FIE is actually not just incorporating the AI into their curriculums to help our future builders and implementers to develop smarter systems, but very interestingly, investment is also made into the hardware aspect, all right, to build labs and so on, all right, to expose our students to both the software and hardware technologies. Okay, and finally, our question is for Dr. Hasni from management. So how are we preparing our future leaders to not only use AI tools, but to understand the strategic and ethical implementations of AI adoption in business decision making?
Okay, thank you for the question. Now, in FOM, we don't ban the use of AI for the student, which means we don't prohibit students from using AI tools. Now, I'm sure all of us have used AI tools when we do our work, sometimes reports or drafting some documents. For students, again, they are allowed to use AI to draft for their assignments, to draft for their project paper. But that one thing that I'm sure all of us realize, when we key in the prompt or request in the AI tools, the result is very quick, it's very fast. But one thing that all of students need to bear in mind, it's a fast first draft. It's a fast first draft, all right? So that means since it's a draft, you have to check, you have to read, you have to review, you have to scrutinize, you have to verify. You just have to read the document because it's first draft. And I'm sure all of us have experienced this. When we receive the so-called first draft, occasionally there are some errors. Or even if it's not errors, it does not suit the document that we have prepared. It just doesn't tally with the request that we want to prepare the document. So the bottom line is having an AI tool is good, is great. It makes our job faster, but it needs verification. It needs scrutinize. You have to double check. So for students, having this tool, it's already out there. It's available. Everyone is using it. So we promote the use of AI. But then, again, it's a first draft. You have to double check. So not using AI, basically you're not riding the waves. You're not using the available tools out there. But using AI blindly is a liability. So that's the point that I want to share with everyone.
Okay, not using AI is a liability.
Not using AI is, you're not using the tools that everyone is using.
Yeah, precisely.
Yeah,
so
yes.
we have to learn
Yes.
how to use it effectively, all right, in our teaching, in our learning,
Yep.
and to equip our students, all right,
Correct.
for the future global workforce. Okay, so again, as we see that the technology has actually evolved in a rapidly pace, and in fact, personally for me, whatever I teach and actually do research on today is not actually what I have learned 20 plus years ago. So how is MMU, all right, actually fostering a culture of lifelong learning, all right, where our students live with the digital literacy that allow them to adapt to, all right, to the fast changing AI tools and technology. So maybe this one we start with Dr. Hasni first.
Okay. Now for us in our faculty, lifelong learning and digital skills are two sides of the same coin. So let me just focus on the lifelong learning first. Let's go back to the previous two programs that I mentioned earlier on. For Bachelor in Finance students and Bachelor in Marketing students, they still have to proceed and take some further assessment, like for instance for CFA students, Bachelor in Finance students, they still have to take the level 3 exams after they have graduated, And for the Bachelor in Marketing students, they still have to, collect these work hours for them to be able to apply to become a chartered marketer. So this happens after they have graduated. Now, once they become members become a chartered marketer as well as the CFA members, they still have to fulfill what we call as continuing professional development hours in order to keep their membership. So that is for those who join and become the professional members. However, those who are not the professional members, they still have to equip themselves with the new technologies, new knowledge in their domain when they work later on. I believe it happens to us as well. Being academics, we still have to learn something new on daily basis, right? Again, as I said, we do not have AI tools before. Now we have AI tools, so all of us have to learn this. So it's a lifelong learning for everyone, for students, for academics, for everyone. And with regards to the digital skills, I believe this is also applicable to all programs in all faculties. So in FOM, we do have a few courses in all programs that teach our students all of digital skills, softwares across all programs, so students get a first-hand experience and skills in order to operate all these softwares with respective domain. So the bottom line is for our students as well as everyone, we still have to equip ourselves and we have to keep on learning on daily basis because there's always something new.
Thank you, Dr. Hasni. So maybe next, Dr. Lim can share with us how lifelong learning is actually nurtured in FAIE.
Okay, sure. So digital literacy today is more than using AI tools. It is about learning how to learn. So as mentioned by Dr. Lai Guan, technology evolves rapidly every day. So therefore it's important that we cultivate the spirit of continuous learning, lifelong learning, okay, so as to keep up with the latest technology and to stay relevant. So as lecturers, we always encourage and remind our students to continuously learning through online learning platforms like Coursera, LinkedIn, or to join industrial forums, industrial talks, taking part in research projects, or even join the competitions. So just to share with you, our faculty, FAIE, organized the Amazon AWS Showcase event just last month, and we received participations from students from engineering, from IT, and even from business. So in this competition, the students are required to develop AI applications using Amazon AI tools. So to add on to that, it's also important to teach our students to evaluate AI-generated information critically and to understand the ethical implications. So we teach students subjects like AI governance and ethics, which is compulsory to be taken by all students from the program of Bachelor of Science in Applied AI. Thank you.
It's really interesting to know that FAIE is actually incorporating AI governance in the curriculum because it's something really new, and I think that makes distinguish our university with others. All right, and I really like the phrase, learning how to learn. I think that's the key to lifelong learning. So finally, I'd like to invite Dr. Ian to share with us your opinion on lifelong learning.
Well, in computer science, digital skills are central, right? I mean, hey, it's all about computers, so of course it's digital. But not only is digital skill central, lifelong learning is also central because think about it, computers keep changing, technology keeps changing. The stuff that I learned when I first started my bachelor's degree is different from what's now. I mean, it builds on top of it, but that's more and more new things. For example, when I took my bachelor's degree in the 80s, I did not get a subject called database systems or relational databases. Why? Because relational databases in the 80s was just starting to come into the commercial world. It just barely left the research lab and started being used in businesses. So it hadn't been incorporated yet into my bachelor's curriculum back then. Yet, when I started teaching in MMU, actually a couple of years later, I was asked to teach the database subject at MMU. And I said, oh, I guess I better learn it then, right? But I could learn it because I had already been learning new things since my bachelor's. And I had already had this foundation in computer science. So I could quickly learn database systems 1 or 2 months ahead of the students. And students actually told me, oh, we didn't realize you were not an expert in database because it seems like you knew it. Well, I knew it because I read ahead, but I also had a foundation of computer science and building on that with the skills of continuous learning. So I could do it because of that reason. So for example, when you first start out in computer science or in IT, the early classes, we handhold you a lot. We tell you to do this, do this, do this, right? But as you get along towards the end, like I told you about the FYP, the final year project, you start figuring things out on your own already while you're still a student. Your supervisor for your FYP may point you in the right direction. Go look at this area, go look at this website, go look at this topic to do your FYP. But then you need to go and learn from that. And you could get advice from your supervisor, but ultimately you need to learn how to do it yourself. And then that skill leads right into when you launch your career and you're working and new technologies come in. Like Dr. Lai Kwan told us earlier about learning AI, right? Learning AI, and this is the current thing. Of course, now you're learning AI in MMU in your degree. But who knows, what's the next thing? What's the next thing? There could be the next thing. Maybe it's quantum computing, maybe. Who knows? You will always be learning throughout your life. Because when you stop learning, you stop growing. When you stop growing, you stop living.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Ian, for the very insightful sharing. So from here, we can actually see how important is it that the culture, all right, of lifelong learning is actually nurtured in our students so that they will be able to stay abreast the technology as it keep evolving rapidly over time, all right, in the near future. So back to Dr. Ian, I have a question to you related to what you have mentioned earlier about using AI tutor and so on. So we know that students use AI in everything, all right? Even staff also using AI in a lot aspect of our work. Now, how does the university ensure that our approach to AI remains ethical and responsible?
Yes, that's a very important topic because there is always that temptation when a lecturer gives you an assignment that you just go to the AI and say, okay, this is the homework question, how to do it, just and then you copy paste the answer. That is in violation of what I advised earlier, which is that you ask the AI to help you understand. Understanding is your goal because in understanding you learn, in learning you grow. So the lecturer has given you an assignment to do and you go, oh I'm not quite sure, I'm not quite sure how to do this part. You talk to the AI and you think about it. Or the lecturer has given you lectures and in the tutorials, the lecturer has given you lab exercises. Well, while you're in the lecture and while you're in the lab exercise, you can ask the lecturer for help, right? But you're trying to work on this assignment that's the end, the assignment that's due at the end of the semester, and you talk to the AI to clarify some things and learn from it. Then you implement it in your assignment. So what happens? You hand in your assignment, the lecturer calls you up, okay, I see you wrote such and such here in this assignment. Why did you do that? Well, if you had learned from the AI, then you would say, oh, we did this because this and this and this, and this is the balance of the situation, and so we have to do this. And that's great. You learn from the AI, you incorporate it into your own body of knowledge, and you produced a good result. However, if what you did was copy-paste, when we asked you, so I see you used lambda function here, why? Lambda function, see? the big difference between using AI ethically and using AI unethically.
Okay, so I think all of us will agree that, I mean, yes, we have to use AI, but we also have to teach our students how to use it ethically and responsibly. And our final questions for today, we know that faculties don't work in silo anymore. From the sharing from Dr. Lim just now, we can see that for the Amazon AWS Cendekiawan competition, the FAIE organized, they actually invited participants from the computing faculty, the management faculty, and from what I know, actually the winner is from management faculty, which is very interesting, right? And so my question now is actually to Dr. Lim and also Dr. Hasni. How different faculties can collaborate to create a transdisciplinary environment that mirrors the realities of today's tech-driven workforce? So maybe Dr. Hasni, you can start first.
Okay, it's the right question to ask now because actually both FOM and FAIE, we are currently finalizing the 3 AI syllabus to be introduced into FOM program. So currently we are looking at AI fundamentals, we are looking at AI governance and ethics that Dr. Lim mentioned earlier on, and business and decision intelligence. So as much as everyone is using and interacting with AI now, so we still believe you still need to have a proper guided learning in order to use AI. We have to teach the students, AI governance, how to use AI ethically. So, so it needs to be embedded into the syllabus. So that's what we are doing, and we're working together closely with FAIE. And eventually, it goes back to the employability for our students. So apart from just focusing, because we are faculty of management, instead of just focusing on the business domain, our accounting, our marketing, our economics, our finance, so we are also going to expose our students to AI syllabus. So in this case, so that when they go out and meet the employers or future employers, apart from expecting our graduates to propose business decision, they are also be fluent in AI. And apart from that, not just business decision to be able to propose, they are able to use AI tools, but ethical grounding. They need to be able to be using AI ethically. So that's why we are working together with FAIE faculty, so that we can educate our students towards this direction.
Thank you, Dr. Hasni. Maybe Dr. Lim, you want to add on?
Yes, like what Dr. Hasni mentioned, FAIE and FOM are working together to offer AI tracks to business management programs, because innovations happens when different disciplines work together. So therefore, we both faculties share the same common goals, which is to develop a tech-driven workforce for the nation. And it is also in line with the government's vision to realize AI nation by the year of 2030. So we are on the right track.
So it's really good to see the different faculties. For example, in this case, FAIE and FOM is already starting to come up with new programs and new transdisciplinary programs. I believe it's not just limited to FAIE and FOM. Many other faculties are also moving, or working together and moving towards this transdisciplinary track. Okay, so I'd like to really thank all our 3 distinguished panelists today for sharing with us the insights on how MMU can help our students to gain advantage in CATS, which is certification, AI, and digital skills, so that we ensure our graduates will not just graduate with a degree, but also they are able to adapt to the rapidly changing technology workforce. So if you have any questions, please drop your questions in the YouTube live chat, and we'll come back to you shortly.
Realities are everywhere, But the truth is, at MMU, technology is everywhere, but efficiency is at MMU. There is you in MMU. Together, we lead the digital future. From AI engineering to animation, expertise in law, business, and ICT. It's all at Multimedia University. You and MMU, one destiny. Visit mmu.edu.my.
There is you in MMU.
Realities are everywhere, but the truth is, at MMU, technology is everywhere, but efficiency is at MMU. There is you in MMU. Together, we lead the digital future. From AI engineering to animation, expertise in law, business, and ICT. It's all at Multimedia University. You and MMU, one destiny. Visit mmu.edu.my.
There is you in MMU.
Welcome back to the Q&A session. So we have a couple of very interesting questions from the audience. So the first question is for you, Dr. Hasni. So we know that Bachelor in Finance actually incorporate the CFA. So I think the audience would like to know, is it compulsory for them to actually pass or take the certification during their study in MMU? Maybe you can advise.
Okay, as I mentioned earlier on, students proceed and do their bachelor degree in finance, and then they can take level 1, level 2. So to answer the question, it's not compulsory, but truthfully, I would strongly encourage the students go and take and sit the level 1 and level 2 CFE exam, because we are preparing them. Syllabus have covered the body of knowledge for CFA. So what are you waiting for? You might as well take, the exam, because we are training you for the exam. We have covered the syllabus for the exam. So why wait? Go ahead and take.
Yeah, certainly. All right. Why not, right? You're graduating with not just a degree, but a certification, and that makes you more competent. Okay, so our next question is actually for Dr. Lim from the Faculty of AI and Engineering. So we know that previously the name of the faculty is Faculty of Engineering, and last year the name has been changed to Faculty of AI and Engineering, all right, in line with the AI development in the country and in the world. So what do you think is the synergy of incorporating the AI in the name of the faculty, how it actually benefits the students and the faculty? All right, maybe you can share with us.
Sure. So interestingly to note that AI and engineering are two disciplines which highly complement each other. So in engineering faculties, we have developed AI-driven engineering educations which integrate AI tools into the curriculum. So we teach our engineering students AI fundamentals in subjects such as machine learning, generative AI, cloud computing, etc. So in short, engineering built the system while AI makes the system intelligent. So together, both AI and engineering creates the technologies for next generation which are smart, innovative, and sustainable. Thank you.
Okay, so I hope that actually answered the audience questions. So I want to thank the audience for such an engaging Q&A session. And next, let's give you an introduction to Multimedia University, in short, MMU.
Hi, my name is Edwin Abdulghani, Marketing Executive at MMU. Today, I will explain to you on MMU. Whether you are a student exploring your future options or a parent searching for the best university experience for your child, we are delighted to introduce you to Multimedia University. We don't simply provide a degree, we develop future-ready graduates, innovators, entrepreneurs, creators, and leaders who are prepared to thrive in rapidly evolving digital world. MMU was established in 1996 as Malaysia's first private university, founded by Telekom Malaysia to support the nation's digital transformation agenda. What started as University Telekom in Malacca soon expanded to Cyberjaya, becoming a key player in the multimedia super corridor initiative. For almost 3 decades, MMU has stayed true to its mission, producing highly skilled graduates in technology, engineering, business, communication, law, and also creative industry. We are home to approximately 18,000 students, including over 2,500 international students from 85 countries, creating a diverse and multicultural learning environment. Our university operates across 2 beautiful campuses, that is Cyberjaya campus and also Malacca campus. MMU offers 97 academic programs through 10 faculties, covering both STEM and non-STEM disciplines. Most importantly, we have produced more than 80,000 graduates, many of whom are now leaders in industry, government, technology, and entrepreneurship. 99.5% of MMU graduates secure employment within 6 months after graduation. At MMU, we offer programs across a broad spectrum of fields, including artificial intelligence, computer and informatics, information technology, engineering, business and management, law, communication, creative, multimedia. Not to forget cinematic arts. The university hosts 25 research centers organized into Center of Excellence, focusing on areas such as artificial intelligence, robotics, advanced cloud computing, cybersecurity, sustainability, digital innovation, and immersive technologies. One of the best measures of a university success in the success of graduates, MMU alumni can be found leading major organizations and groundbreaking companies. Among our notable alumni are leaders from Grab, MDEC, Wow Animation, and ECMO Holdings, IX Telecom, and the last one is Luma Pictures. These individuals started their journey in the same classroom, labs, and studios that our students experience today. Their achievement demonstrate what is possible when talent, opportunity, and quality education come together. What makes MMU different? Student gains hands-on experience through industry-supported facilities such as ECMO Teaching Lab, Astro Visual Effect Labs, ZTE 5G Lab, and CGS International Trading Lab. This collaboration ensures students learn using technologies and platforms currently used in the real world. For parents, this means your child graduates with practical experience and stronger employability. For students, it means you are already building your professional journey while studying. Another important consideration when selecting a university is accreditation and professional recognition. MMU programs are recognized by various professional bodies across engineering, business, accounting, law, technology, and creative disciplines. This recognition ensures our curriculum meets industry standards and equips graduates with qualifications respected by employers. In short, an MMU degree carries credibility and recognition both locally and internationally. We are proud to see MMU gaining recognition worldwide. In the latest QS World University Rankings, MMU achieved its highest ranking in recent years, placing within the 771 to 780 band globally. The university also achieved recognition in several subject areas such as data science and artificial intelligence, computer science and information systems, engineering and technology, business and management studies, economic, and art and design. This ranking reflects our growing reputation and commitment to academic excellence. University is about more than academics. It is about growth, friendship, leadership, and life-changing experiences. At MMU, students have access to outstanding facilities, including swimming pools, stadiums, motion capture studios, virtual production stages, cinemas, and collaborative learning spaces. Beyond the facilities, there are countless opportunities to participate in club and societies, sport, community service, entrepreneurship activities, cultural events, and leadership programs. Our goal is to help students grow into a well-rounded individuals who are confident, adaptable, and ready for futures. Next, we go for the scholarship and financial aid 2026, pre-university and also undergraduate for Malaysian students. So currently, we have SPM Outstanding Achiever Rebate, whereby it is free foundation with 8 A's in SPM. 8 A's including A-, A+, and A solid. And also, for those students who got 6 to 7 A's in SPM, they will get 10% rebate. Another one is MMU Merit Scholarship. This one will be for MMU Foundation and Diploma, they will get 20% if their CGPA is more than 3.5. As for the external Diploma Foundation, pre-U or matriculation, CGPA 3.5, they will get 10% discount. Next, we go for the MMU President Scholarship. This is to award high-flying and well-rounded students with outstanding academic results. SPM 7 A's and above, they will get 100% discount of program fee. And then we go for MMU Sibling Discount. This discount is given to the new foundation, diploma, and bachelor degree students who have a sibling enrolled in MMU or graduated from MMU. They will get 10% discount. As for alumni discount, we'll get also 10% discount. Next, we'll go for MMU Talent Scholarship. These scholarships awarded to students who have a proven track record of excellence in their respective field of talent, such as sports, music, arts, debate, theatre, and writing. So they will get either 50% waiver and hostel fees or 100% waiver of program and hostel fees. Next one is Ibnu Haytham and also Jauhar Scholarship. This is open to B40 Muslim for all undergraduate program in MMU. For SPM leavers, the minimum requirement is 6A, 100% tuition and hostel fee, got living costs, books, allowances, laptops, student development program. As for Jauhar, just meet our MMU minimum academic entry requirement, so you will get 100% tuition and hostel fee, living costs, book allowances, laptop, student development program. And the next one will be YAM Financial Assistance, Yayasan University Multimedia Financial Assistance, open to all students in MMU. Meet MMU minimum academic entry requirement, they will get either tuition fee 10% to 100%, hostel fees, and also living allowances. We have other scholarship providers also, such as Yayasan Khazanah, Kementerian Belia dan Sukan, PNB, Yayasan TM, Yayasan Sarawak, and so on. On top of that, we also have the PTPTN for students to apply either for MMU Foundation Program, diploma or degree. You can check through this table for the eligibility. So for more details on MMU scholarship and financial aid, just click into our website mmu.edu.my and then click on the scholarship, and it will show you all the scholarship that are available for you to apply. This is our August intake and October intake. This is the Permata Dunia ecosystem. The true strength of MMU lies in our holistic approach to student development. We call this as Permata Dunia ecosystem. Our mission is to develop graduates who are globally minded, entrepreneurial, digitally capable, ethical, creative, and resilient. Throughout their studies, students engage in industry projects, internships, community programs, leadership activities, and personal development initiatives. As we conclude, let me leave you with one important thought. Choosing a university is one of the most important investments a student and family will make. At MMU, you are choosing a university with nearly 30 years of excellence, strong industry connection, global recognition, outstanding facilities, and the last one is research and innovation leadership. Thank you for your time today. We look forward to welcome you to the MMU family, being part of your journey towards becoming a future leader, innovator, and change maker. See you.
Welcome back. So that brings us to the end of our session today. But before we officially conclude, I'd like to invite each of our panelists, all right, to share one final definitive takeaway. Just one sentence, okay? On what students or educators must do today to gain the digital advantage. Let's start with Dr. Ian.
Well, for me, it's keep thinking. Don't let the AI think for you.
And Dr. Lim?
Okay, let AI be your learning partner, not your replacement.
And finally, Dr. Hasni?
For me, it's never stop learning. We have never stopped learning until today.
Okay, great. So remember, never stop learning, keep thinking, and let AI be your learning partner. These are the 3 key takeaways from our panelists today. So thank you to our 3 very distinguished panel. So now we have seen how computer science provides the foundational intelligence and how engineering actually transforms the intelligence into tangible system, and finally how management ensure the system actually drives real value and ethical progress. So our goal at the university is not just to hand our students a static curriculum. Our commitment is to equip our students with the agility to essentially build their own program of expertise where they can layer their core academic degree with the exact professional certification and AI competencies that can help them align with their ambitions. And it is this blend of deep academic rigor together with the highly adaptable digital skills that will make our graduates not only employable but indispensable in the industry. So I'd like to extend, my deepest gratitude to our 3 panelists, Dr. Hasni, Dr. Lim, and Dr. Ian for their very insightful exchange of ideas. Thank you for sharing your time and invaluable insights with us. And thank you everyone in the audience too. So if you'd like to know more about MMU, so you're welcome to drop by our MMU Info Day next weekend, 1st and 2nd of August from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at both our Malacca and Cyberjaya campus. So you can meet our academic lecturers, all right, or even go for a guided campus tour. So do bring along your family and friends. And with that, we end the session today. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you.
Thank you.
Realities are everywhere, but the truth is at MMU. Technology is everywhere, but efficiency is at MMU. There is you in MMU. Together, we lead the digital future. From AI engineering to animation, expertise in law, business, and ICT. It's all at Multimedia University. You and MMU, one destiny. Visit mmu.edu.my.
There is you in MMU.